So in this video, I'm going to show you how to position your table and how to add a caption to your table. And the positioning of this table also applies to positioning of images as well. But since we're doing the table first, we will look at how to position the table, and then we'll be applying the same concept when we talk about our image positions. So in order to position a table, we need to put everything you see here inside a float table environment, which just means that before all of this and at the end, we need to specify begin and end table. Okay, so I've added begin and end table. I'm just going to hit enter there. Give it some space. Okay, so with this begin and end table, we're going to then specify some parameters after this. And the easiest way to show you is to just go to the help section here, and we're just going to look up positioning images and tables. Okay, so positioning images and tables. Let's go to the table environment. Okay, so we already inserted the begin table. Now we're going to specify some parameters after it, like they showed here in this example. So there's different names here, parameter names or letters that mean certain things. So if you put an H in that square bracket, it means place the float here. So place the table pretty much at this position that you have in your editor. If you specify T, that means place it at the top of the page. B is for bottom of the page. P is to put it on a special page just for the floats. So just for the images or the tables that you have. This exclamation point overrides any internal parameters that LaTeX uses for determining good float positions. So you're trying to force it to put it where you want. And capital H places a float at precisely the location in the LaTeX code. But this requires a float package. But it's pretty much equivalent to H exclamation point. So what we're going to do is just try to put in square brackets H and then let's say B and then T exclamation point or something like that. So we'll try a few things. They also say it is good to put in multiple parameters because this will help it determine what's the best place or where it can place it. You sometimes have to play around with this a bit. We actually got lucky here that it was able to fit it right below where we have the text below as a table outlining the sun's statistics or characteristics, but sometimes it may take this table and put it in a completely different section. So it's always good to specify. Since it is at the top of the page and that's the most logical place for it, let's just make sure that always happens. So I'm going to put square bracket HT for here and top. And of course it didn't change because it's already in a suitable position that LaTeX has determined. So we're good with this one. We don't have to do anything else. So now let's look at adding the caption. So to do that, come down to the end here, and after this tabular, end tabular, hit enter, and we're going to use the caption command. So caption, curly bracket, and then type in what you'd like to call it. I'm just going to call it sun statistics. And then after that, I'm going to specify a label that can be used when you're referencing the table in the content or in the text. So I'm going to label it, and this is the markup for this, or the syntax. So table, and then you just specify what that name will be that you want to reference. So it can be anything. You can abbreviate Sun Statistics, or you can type it again. You can use a number. It's up to you. So I'm just going to type Sun Statistics, all lowercase, no space. So like I said, I can use this now if I want to reference it, but for now we're just going to specify it so we have it. So I just recompiled that, and you can now see that below our table we have Table 1, Sun Statistics.